And Willie, Rickey was a former teammate of yours. I'm sure when you heard the news of his passing, so many things came to mind. What jumped out at you about Rickey Henderson?
Well, first, after getting over the initial shock of it, Rickey and I have a lot of history together. We go back, way back. And after just trying to make sense of, what I was hearing, because I didn't really know if it was a rumor or whatever, everything just started flooding back to me, guys. Just started thinking about all the times we spent together. Just to, he coached for me at first base. People don't forget it. He was my first base coach for a year when I was managing the Mets. And we played together, obviously, with the Yankees, had some great years together. And then the World Series in 1990, where we lost to the Big Red Machine and Lou Piniella. But just so much history on and off the field. I have to know his family real well. But just all those memories, just smile. More than anything, guys, Rickey, was a real prankster, funny guy, and I was going to remember and miss that smile, because he always had something positive to say. He was always, needling you and playing cards and talking trash. He loved to talk trash, and he was just a beautiful spirit.
Hey, Willie, all of us who played with Rickey, we have our favorite Rickey Henderson story. I'm wondering what yours is.
Oh, I don't know. I know you're gonna hit me with that. I don't know. I have so many, man. But I just remember this one time where when he was coaching for me, when I was with the Mets, he loved to play cards all the time. Loved to play cards. And I said, Rickey, as a coach, you really can't play cards with the players, because I go back to the back of the plane. They got a nice little wager going, and these guys are arguing and talking. I'm like, listen, you can't be getting in the fights with the players over a card game. So I said, Rickey, you got to stop doing that. He said, don't worry about it, Willow. I'm good. I got it. And like 5 times later, I'm like, Rickey, I told you can't play cards with the players. And he was so competitive that he just couldn't stop. I'm like, Rickey, you're a manager now. You're a coach. You can't be playing cards with the players on the plane like that and betting and all that stuff. So I remember that's one of the stories. When I would be at second base, he always was talking trash. He obviously always referred to himself in the third person, Rickey this, Rickey that. And he was just cocky. He had swag, guys, before. I mean, Reggie had a little swag back in the day, but Rickey was the first guy that had that real swagger. And either you love him or hate him as a player. If you're on the other side, you couldn't stand him. But as a teammate, he was golden. He was the best.
Willie, Rickey intimidated pitchers. He intimidated catchers. He intimidated the opposing manager who wanted his team to stop Rickey. How would you describe his presence, just his mere presence on a baseball field?
Just intimidating, Jack. Total intimidation, man. And when Rickey had this way of just walking on the field, and you just would look at him, you wouldn't take your eyes off him, because you're like, this guy is supremely confident. He's going to get up to the plate and forget about getting on base and stealing the base like, most people thought he would do, because when he first came up, he really couldn't hit. Remember, Flash back in the day, he wasn't really a hitter until the first 3 or 4 years. So he would come in and you think, okay, we keep him off the base pass, this guy, we might have a chance to, to win. They had the Billy Ball thing going on and all that stuff going on. So, we just want to keep him off the base pass. But then in one swing, he'd take you deep. He's an all-time leader in leadoff home runs. So he just could beat you in so many ways. And you just hope that there was a day that he had a bad hammy or something like that. He wouldn't play that day or something. But he played for Billy Martin. He led those great teams with Connie Lansford and Dwayne Murphy and Dave Stewart and all those cats. He was just one of those guys that you knew when you walked on the field, you felt his presence. In the batting practice, on the field, you just couldn't take your eyes off him, because he just had the way of just walking around with that supreme confidence. Like, no matter what happens, I might beat you with a home run or two, but I'm going to beat you with my legs. There were times where he would walk and then steal second, steal third, maybe even steal home plate if you didn't watch him. But he just could change the complexion of the game just by himself. And you knew as an opposing player that that's the kind of dynamic that he brought to the field every day.